So I fall to the ground and have a seizure. I start having these seizures and...
Hey dolls, I'm back with another detailed episode on the life of the elder D'Amelio, Dixie Jane. I have gotten so obsessed with her, you dolls. So I did some digging and found a lot of interesting things to unpack about her. Now, y'all might think that Dixie just got popular pretty much because of her younger sister Charli. While that might be the case for the TikTok siblings, that doesn't automatically mean Charli is better than her older sister. In fact, I dare say Dixie is probably the better D'Amelio child. So sue me, dolls. Before any of you Charli stans cut my head off, let me reveal to you all the things you never knew about Dixie D'Amelio and why she deserves her own spotlight. But first, a simple reminder on how to enter our brand new giveaway. We are giving away either an iPhone X Max, the new iPad mini, or a MacBook Pro. It's all your choice. So be sure to leave a like, comment the keyword, subscribe, and turn on notifications to enter the giveaway. It's really that simple. First off, you haters should know that Dixie Jane D'Amelio is already a recording artist and has been since August. That probably isn't much of a big deal, except for it actually is. Dixie signed with LA Reid's Hitco Entertainment, which is one of the most prestigious record labels to date. Among the roster of stars signed with Hitco Entertainment are the one and only Jennifer Lopez, Saint JHN, and Outkast Big Boy and Dina Jane. And let me remind you that this happened 2 months after she released her debut single entitled Be Happy, which was a self-produced title. The song itself became part of the official charts of Scotland, UK singles, and even ranked #1 in the US Bubbling Under Hot 100. Surely nobody could contest that the budding artist has no talent. I mean, for someone who only just started her music career, she's doing pretty good on her own. And now that she's officially under a record label, we can expect some great things from Dixie very soon. But did you know that Dixie was so passionate about music that she agreed to document how her music career started through a partnership with LG USA Mobile? Yep. In the video, she and her family talked about Dixie's journey through music and how she finally had the courage to start a music career with a little boost from her loving parents. I mean, just watch it, you guys. I don't want to spoil the fun. Aside from her music career, Dixie also has an obvious talent for being a model, probably thanks to the genes of her mother Heidi, who also had a professional modeling career in her time. But you probably didn't know that Dixie's modeling career started before she began venturing into music and before she was even famous on TikTok. This meant that she was already a model even before her and her sister Charli made it big on the popular social media platform. We learned this after her father Mark posted about Dixie's first paid modeling gig on Instagram way back in 2018. Dixie also proved her talent by recreating her mother's old modeling photos. While I do admit that Heidi's skills were simply at a level higher than her daughter's, Dixie did a great job herself, and she's just starting out. She could still surpass her mother and prove to be an amazing model with her best years still ahead of her. Okay, let's stop for a moment. I need to tell y'all that Dixie is not a goddess or heroine. She's just a human like us. Even though she's crazy talented, there are things she's done that are generally frowned upon by the public. I have to be fair here, guys. This isn't a Dixie D'Amelio simping video, but a fair one that discusses all things you might not know about the young and talented TikTok star. One such instance was her recent birthday celebration that was totally inappropriate during this time. The D'Amelio family and their close friends were all there without masks and without even practicing social distancing. We get why y'all need to celebrate Dixie's birthday, but couldn't y'all have been at least a little sensitive and responsible to avoid the spread of the global health situation? Is that too much to ask? But there are also times that rumors are just rumors, and Dixie's public image is just being attacked by nasty people. One such issue was when Dixie was actually accused of faking seizures to get out of class. I mean, I gotta remind you that she's just technically 19 years old and not some middle-aged artist. Yes, even if she's the older D'Amelio sister, she still goes to school. But anyway, the issue on the table is that one of her former high school classmates accused Dixie of actually faking fits to get a get-out-of-school-free card. That's a serious accusation considering the alleged reason behind this was anxiety attacks. Poor Dixie had no choice but to address the matter, even if it was clear as day that the issue was a personal one, because she's a role model to some, and if she actually did something like that, then it would be pretty bad. But of course, Dixie vehemently denied all accusations and explained her side pretty well. She said that all this happened during her sophomore year in high school when her anxiety was at its peak. It got so bad for the young girl that she developed psychogenic non-epileptic seizures. The episode lasted a few minutes in school, and she experienced 400 more in the 2 days that she was in the hospital. Dixie added that she never set foot in that school again due to shame, embarrassment, and of course, the memory of the anxiety that caused all this mess. Because of all of Dixie and Charli's experiences with cyberbullying, the sisters also became cyberbullying activists and would often speak out against the practice anytime they could. Of course, they have fallen victim to online bullies who can't seem to shut their traps about how the girls are not really that great and all, but Charli and of course Dixie know that that's simply not true. Aside from being such a baddie when it comes to speaking out against cyberbullying, your girl Dixie is also super invested in supporting all the causes of UNICEF. I mean, duh, she's an ambassador, but whenever she posts about war-torn areas and what we can do to help kids and families there, I can't help feel that she really cares about these causes. Her smile is always the biggest when she's like working on another project or program with UNICEF, and I think that's really super cool. It's always nice when someone uses their voice and huge following for these great causes, right dolls? Despite her commitment to a lot of these worthy causes though, there is something that concerns me about our girl Dixie. It's about something she tweeted a while back where she said people shouldn't even try cheering her up when she's down, because she likes being sad. Who the F likes being sad? Dolls, I know her single Be Happy is all about not forcing people to be happy just for appearances, but that's a tad different than saying you like being sad, right? This statement from her is quite alarming, methinks, and just a little bit insensitive to her fans who really try hard to pick her up whenever she tweets that she feels sad or down or whatever. It was kind of like, thanks dolls, but no thanks. Or maybe she's really fine being sad sometimes because it can get sort of tiring to be always winning. Oh yeah, keep slaying Biff. In fact, I think our girl Dixie can like take her career to the next level by trying to be a professional actress. What, you think she can't do it Hollywood style? Don't tell me you dolls have not heard about her breakout role in Bratz's web series Attaway General, because you have got to see it. Maybe it's all you need to finally realize that Dixie has always been the more talented sister. Seriously, the web series itself is pretty meh, with a lot of plot holes and boring parts, but Dixie did really well in it, so good job, girlfriend. And you dolls, go check it out. Something else you never knew about Dixie D'Amelio, because I swear, y'all are too focused on her baby sister to notice, is that she's in a podcast. Well, actually, both sisters are. They signed a new podcast deal with Ramble Podcast Network, and I think it's gonna be great because the episodes will simply follow the daily lives of the D'Amelios. You know, kind of like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and we know we love that godforsaken gossip show with all our hearts, right dolls? Watch out for that, and maybe next time I won't have to tell you dolls what Dixie's up to, because y'all won't be so left behind on the 411. OMG girls, I can't believe I almost forgot to mention this one, but did you know that Dixie and Charli had a wonderful hosting gig they did for Selena Gomez? That's freaking right. While other celebs are losing their minds because they hardly have anything to do at home during this global health situation, our other girl, Selena, is slaying with all these collabs. Remember she also had a collab with Korean group Blackpink? Anyway, back to Dixie, who did a gorgeous job hosting the virtual premiere of This Is the Year, a film executively produced by Cell, and that's on transcending TikTok fame. It's super exciting to see Dixie coming out of social media because I really think there are no more limits to what she can do once she gets herself out there. Atta girl. But just in case you already knew all that, which I highly doubt dolls, I'm gonna go back up further to things you never knew about Dixie before she even became a social media star. Let me paint you a picture. When you walk into the D'Amelio home, you're probably gonna see an entire rack, or an entire shelf, whatever, of Dixie's trophies and medals from doing sports when she was still in school. Ya dolls, she's athletic AF. It didn't matter which school she attended. Every freaking year she was on that school's lacrosse team. And as if playing one sport isn't good or, you know, tiring enough, our girl Dixie is also a freaking track runner and has earned a letter in cross country. It's official, she is a total baddie. Must be nice growing up as a BMX girl who goes on great adventures on her bike in her curved soles. That's the dream. Anyway, that'll be all for today because a girl needs her beauty rest. See you next time dolls, and I hope you enjoyed today's exquisite tea from your one and only. Ciao!